everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com. Today I have another Christmas card design for you guys using one of the new bundles of products that is available in my online store. It is called, the suite is called kind of Curvy Celebrations. It includes multiple sets of products. So let me show you those. We have a Curvy Christmas stamp set. This is a photopolymer set of 13 images. We are going to be using this today. We're using that Merry Christmas and a couple of those stars. You can see it lends to this curvy idea as far as the sentiments and the images. So that coordinates with curvy dies, and you can see here we have some beautiful border dies as well as dies to cut out some more images. There's another stamp set that also goes with this that is called Quite Curvy. So you can see this die cuts this one cuts this. So it's a really beautiful bundle of products to make some gorgeous cards. Let me also show you, we're of course going to be using our stitched stars on today's project right here. So I'm going to use those. There's some paper that goes with this set of products as well that is called Classic Christmas. And I love this because the colors are very traditional. It's Cherry Cobbler, Sahara Sand, and Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White. So you can see you have just, you know, more generic patterns, and then you have a few Christmassy patterns in here as well. So there's 48 sheets in this set, and here is this side. Look, see trees, it's beautiful. I love the patterns, and you get so much paper, you'll be able to create a lot of holiday cards. Okay, so let me set this aside so we can get going on our design today. For our card base, we are using Crumb Cake. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to give that a nice crease. I have a piece of Cherry Cobbler that is cut 5 by 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of Whisper White that is 3 3/4 by 5. So we can go ahead and put down our Cherry Cobbler. Now if you wanted to, you can also cut that stitched star, the smaller one, out of this layer because it won't show. If you're, if you want to save paper, that is always an option. So a little tip there. Okay, and then let's create our background. So on here we're going to use our Merry Christmas. The inks we're using today are Cherry Cobbler, Shaded Spruce, and Crumb Cake. So I'm going to start with the Crumb Cake, and I'm going to take the Merry Christmas, and we are going to kind of start in this corner here and just build this up. And I'm headed towards that corner there. Okay. Now let's open our Cherry Cobbler and our Shaded Spruce. We're going to take the little stars. I'm going to use the larger star in the Cherry Cobbler. And we're just going to kind of do a little bit of a pattern. You can really do this however you'd like. Some of these will show, some might get covered. Alright, let's put in a few of these little ones. I think that's good. Okay. Alright, let's close these up so I don't get ink all over myself. Okay, now we can grab our Stampin' Seal. Oh, it looks like it needs to be pulled a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's layer this on to our card front. Gorgeous. Okay, now we'll do a little bit of our die cutting. So let me grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I have my magnetic platform in here, and we are going to grab our designer series paper. So I will mention, where did I put my die? On these curvy pieces, you can see there is a raised part. That is the part that will cut. So this side will not cut. That's just to make this little pattern in your paper. So just a little tip there. So I am going to put that cut down so that I can get a little, you know, sliver. And let me run this through. We're going to do 2 pieces of this Sahara sand with the little stars. As you can see, here's one. And I'm kind of getting bigger pieces now. Let me maybe go, let me see here. I'm going to flip that around, I think, and go for a piece like this. See if we can build these up. And of course, this is great for making a scene as well on your cards. You know, if you wanted to use white and kind of build, you know, hills in your card. It's just a lovely, really, I love this set of dies. So much fun. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around, and we're going to try to get a nice piece of the shaded spruce. Hopefully, let me take a look, because my pieces that I cut before were a little different. Yeah, I might want, I'm just checking out how I want to layer these. So I do think I like that, but I don't want that flat edge showing. So I think I'm going to cut another piece here. Let me pull these aside. Let's do our stars while we have our machine out. So I'm using the red and green foil paper. This is in our mini catalog. And I am going to do the larger star in the green. Oops, I just touched that. Okay, let's roll that through. There we are. Now let me grab our cherry cobbler, and I'm going to do the smaller star in that one. Okay. Here we go. Alright, now we will be done with our die cutting. Alright, so let's bring back in our card base here. Got some pieces all over my desk. Okay, so now we want to layer these up. So I think I'm going to, we have to trim them. So our Whisper White layer is 5 inches. So we are going to grab our trimmer, and I'm going to make sure that this is flush with that 5-inch line and it's straight. And I'm going to trim that off so we have a nice even pattern. Okay, very good. Done with that. Okay, now we can do our building. Alright, so we are going to get some of our multi-purpose liquid glue, because this allows us time to move it around on our card. I just want to be sure. Okay. Let's get our shaded spruce piece. These are a bit wider than my first, but that's okay. It'll still work just fine. I'll actually have a little bit hanging out here from that piece, unless I really lower it. which is fine too. I'm not sure. Let's see. Haven't decided yet. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I don't mind that peeking out. And our star is going to be there to take your, move your eye to the focal point. And so what I also wanted to mention about this is, depending on how you lay your adhesive, you can, slip in, like our trees. We have a tree punch that would work great. You have some dies that are trees. That would be an awesome way to use those as well for your scene building. Super fun. All right, so let's put our cherry cobbler star in the center there. Give that a second to, oops, wants to move. It's sticking to me and not the foil. Okay, let me sit that there for a second. I'm going to grab a bit of our gold thread. And this is from one of the combo packs, and I will put the name, because I can't think of it off the top of my head, in the supply list at the end of the video, in the description. So we are going to make ourselves a nice little bow here. Okay, you can see the ends kind of just naturally fray on themselves, which I love. We're going to take some more glue. All right. Let's move that aside. Let's see how we want that. I could put it there, could put it here. I think I'm going to lay it here. Put it into that glue dot. And then we're going to lay that right in the center of our star. And I'm going to trim that off a little bit as well. So there you go. There are our Christmas cards for today's project. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit longer than what we typically do, but I wanted to show you all the different pieces in this beautiful bundle. Like I said, it is available now in my online store. It will be available until January, so you can pick that up. And I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.